And haircut again. So as soon as it's warm.
Yeah, but there's all these like commercial looking barges that have been converted into houseboats. Everything on that side, walk over the deck and you go to swim it in. So maybe I can like to get back to the they were provisioning for crossing across the lake. You got all that? Almost.
Whatever. Alright. Our fridges are officially full. Our tanks are officially full. Our batteries are they're okay. But we had an awesome time here in Dirty Dam. We enjoyed seeing everybody sailing, we enjoyed sailing with our patrons, and now we are ready to continue sailing to the Netherlands and onwards. So, with that said, this is my catchphrase. See you next time. Party time. Cheers. Wait, did I forget to say stuff? Like it's too dark, maybe?
You're like inside, so it's gonna be way fun out.
Well, hello everyone. Today, as you can tell, we are out sailing again. It's a little bit cold, but the wind is perfect for us to move a little bit further north in a nice beam reach / downwind sail. So we are taking our window. It's also going to be a good opportunity for us to test our region today. I know a lot of you have been waiting for some sort of update, and well, here it is.
One of the reasons we haven't done much of an update on our previous videos is because we didn't have the control screen installed yet, so it's kind of hard to get specific numbers. But now that we have that installed, we can be a little bit more accurate with the numbers and really see what the motor RPM is and the battery state of charge, and also how many watts are going in or out. Right now, we're running just behind the beam reach, so like about 110 degrees apparent and 20 knots of wind. So we're sailing at like 6.5, 7 knots. Between 6 and 7 knots, we're getting around 150 to 250 watts of regen. And then once we push past 7, or we're holding around 7 or 7.5 knots, we're getting up to like 300 and 350. So it's actually really good. We're not actually using the sort of regen feature that's programmed in, because under about 6.5 knots, it seems to work better to just set the throttle forward to get a little bit more power. A lot of you guys are asking how we can get regen with a folding prop, and pretty much the propeller spinning forward. So the centrifugal force pulls the propeller out, and then we just put the works really well. We start getting up 50 watts above 5 knots, and then after that, it just keeps giving us more and more. So, pretty happy with it actually, because we normally sail between 6.5 and 7.5 knots if we have the wind for it. So, that's not bad. That's plenty to keep our boat powered up, and if we can do that if we can average 200 watts for 24 hours, that's 5 kilowatt hours of power, which is like twice what our solar panels put in. So that's pretty cool. Instead of try this on longer, like overnight passage. We probably see what our treatment is on now.
And I know that we're not gonna lose it. We would do that.
Yeah. Right. You want to take care of it. You can put it up. Check.
Ooh, look at that rain coming our way. That looks fun.
So much fun.
Did you see the rain?
Yeah, it's super good up here actually. Definitely see all the land, definitely see all the boats. Pretty intense this rain behind us, and to the side you can see it on the radar coming over top of the land. There's a giant rain cloud behind us, and there's one coming over from the beach as well. Hopefully we'll sail out in front of it. Or it might get a little bit light. Yeah, you can see that. Sure.
Right there.
Nervous? Is it even nervous?
My nervous face.
I think you'll be fine.
I have to practice. That's the only way I can get better, but I'm so nervous.
We're going to be on the boat next, there's nothing like that.
Okay, we're just, okay, on the left side.
Yeah. The one that's
The one that's open.
The one that's green. The one that's open.
The one that's open, that's the one that we go into.
Into the lock. You'll see it. You can probably slow up a little bit.
Wait, I know that chicken. I can't. He did okay. He did okay. That's what he's practicing on, but now we have about half a mile left before we make our entrance into the marina.
Yeah, you go straight. That went pretty smoothly. We thought we were gonna dip a slip, so it took us a second to like loop around and realize that he actually said 23, not 25. But we're getting the hang of this new electric motor, so it worked out pretty well.
I thought that I could be motoring into the slip, and then last minute I realized that there's no way that I could back into that slip. a very, what's the word, amateur docker. Right? This was a very tight fit. I was ready to practice docking today because I practiced docking at Prudhoe and I wanted to practice getting into Marina. But then we got into the Marina and I realized that this was above my skill level. I'm not that good at docking, nor am I that confident at docking yet to attempt to do something like this. So as soon as we realized where our dock slip was, I just gave them on to Dan and I was like, all right, you can take over.
Any more experience than you are.
But you are. So Dan might not be more experienced at docking, but he's more confident. And I think that's half the battle is the confidence that you have when it comes to like turning around. The size of the slip is really not necessarily going to mess up. So
Right. We have to like put the fender out of the way.
This was intense.
Check. 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 Hello, 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 hello.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I just sent you a stream key or a stream link, brother, so you can see. I have Ecamm up and working.
Yeah, I have Ecamm trial, trying to figure it out.
No, don't do that. I just sent you a link via email to a stream. So access that stream and see if you can see me on the camera.
Okay, I'm looking for my email. It's on here somewhere.
Of course it is.
I got like 14 windows open.
Yeah, we're running about 90 seconds behind. That's the delay in the stream. Access that stream and see if you can see me on the camera.
Yeah, I can. I'm looking for my email. And it's on here somewhere.
Of course it is.
And this is.
I got like 14 windows open.
Yeah, we're running about 90 seconds behind.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm watching it.
I mean, you're hearing your conversation through the phone that's going through my computer.
90 seconds ago or whatever.
Right, maybe a little less than that, maybe 40 seconds, something like that. But I didn't time it. But that's usually about what we're running each week at the church. We're running 20 to 30 seconds behind. But that's and that's with gigabit speed. So there's always going to be delay just in the encoding and re-encoding process once it arrives. But this is kind of encouraging. So at 2 o'clock we can do the real test using all the equipment that's already set up at the church. That's why I said let's go there, because
Okay.
all my switcher, everything is already set up. All we got to do is plug it in my laptop, and away
Okay.
we go.
So I don't need to bring my switcher?
No. That would be redundant. I mean, unless you want to test it.
Well, it's just going to be, for you, it's going to be an HDMI out. 1080p, I believe.
Yeah, and I can take either one. I can take an SDI. I do have an SDI distribution amplifier, just so you know.
I don't have that. This is This is HDMI only.
Your switcher is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how are you going to split that? Do you have an HDMI splitter?
No, I don't. I thought I did, but I can't find it.
Okay.
I could go to Micro Center and buy one.
No, that's not necessary. I think I have at least one, maybe two of them. The issue is that we want to get to SDI, not HDMI. And the reason is it's a robust connection. That's number one. And then it'll also support many formats through Web Presenter. But I probably have a converter.
Well, see what you have.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I'll bring that. I have that connection.
Now, let me ask you this: can we put slides for? I've got 3 slides. One for stand by, your program will start shortly. As I anticipate, we'll go ahead and when it's supposed to start, we'll start streaming, and they'll be a little late, not likely. And then when that slide will be up on the screen so they can see that they're getting the program. And then when we go to intermission, I think we should just let it roll.
Yeah, I would rather you used like PowerPoint or whatever display you want to coming off the switcher, rather than trying to input that downstream. I think it can be done. And I know we are doing some of that, but we're doing it with ProPresenter. So
Yeah, I can't find any place. I found a place to put a slide on the screen in Ecamm.
Yeah, and I don't know how to do that. I can find out before next week. But
it looked like you do it in overlays.
Yeah, you do, but I don't know exactly. I've just never done it that way. Doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means I have a little bit of a learning curve to go on that.
And then, then when the program's over, we have a closing slide.
Right.
And it's got their logo on it and everything. These are all prepared, ready to go. And I'll bring those slides. I think I've figured it out. So.
Well, you'd want to upload it beforehand. That's why I said.
If I do it on my switcher, I have to bring my computer and load them into the Blackmagic software, and then I can put my slides on screen through my switcher.
Okay, that's something we need to decide on well in advance. We don't want to bring it and do it that day if we're going to load it up.
That's why we need to do this afternoon.
Yeah, but I can't guarantee I will know how to upload that slide at that time.
I think I can show you how. I'm in the process of testing it, so I think I've got it figured out. But and then we can test it and see if it works out okay.
Yeah, let me go to overlays and.
Yeah, there's a little thing there that says.
Yeah, new image overlay, which.
If you go to the left icon at the bottom, It looks like a little picture. New image overlay.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got that up now. So
You click that, you take your slide and your JPEG and you open it, and there it is in the system. And apparently, it's going to display whatever the first one is.
unless you select something else, because I know we're doing our giving slide at the end, and we're selecting that separately. So we have a number of different things we can select, and then we have lower third supers that we're doing downstream as well, and then we're displaying lyrics as a lower third super for what goes into Ecamm, and then we're also doing for our downstream work, we're doing or for our live work actually in the building, everything goes out in its full frame.
Yeah. Okay. I've got the slide up, but I can't figure out how to get back to the video, the live feed. So.
Well, you just go to your, if you're looking for my live feed.
No, I'm talking about my setup here.
Right, and I don't know what your setup is, so I can't tell you.
On my Ecamm.
Yeah, I get it. I just don't know what your setup is, so I can't really tell you. Can't really tell
Yeah,
you.
I'm running the switcher directly into the computer and picking it up on Ecamm. Somehow.
Well, I can't tell. I obviously can't tell from here what you're doing, so I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to see the screen and all. That's, let's see. I'm just playing around with this, trying to find out how it works, if I can, so that we're up to speed.
Yeah, it's not terribly complicated. So, anyway, you know, we can work our way through it, I think, when we get there.
I know OBS can do this, you know.
Yeah, but OBS is kludgy to work, period. So that's why I don't use it. It's just, you know, it also, you generally, OBS doesn't work as well for Mac. So that's, I stopped using OBS like one project in. I just said, this is just not for me. You know, then since then we've been using Wirecast, and I hired another guy to come in who has Wirecast, but Wirecast is pretty straightforward. And if you notice in YouTube Live, I don't know if you're using YouTube Live, but that's what you need. You said you had, it's called Go Live actually.
Yeah.
But you had called it something else. I didn't know what you were referring
Live
to.
View is something you use on your DSLR. Just that terminology got mixed up.
Yeah, I just want to be sure you're on the right thing, because the wrong thing won't work. So.
Yeah, well, I've actually done a broadcast, but it's hit and miss. Sometimes it works, and I haven't been able to get it to work again. I can get my video, but I can't get my audio. Comes from my computer mic, so it just doesn't want to use my Blackmagic mic. So that's why we need to use your system. But you don't have an HDMI input?
I do.
Well, okay. I mean, we're not like going a long distance, so.
Right. HDMI, though, is inherently unreliable. And
all my cameras are HDMI.
I get it.
It's completely HDMI.
I get it, Alan, but
okay.
HDMI is not a professional connection. So
well, we're semi-professional. You just went to a grassy field.
Yeah, that is an uploaded image, by the way. So
yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Can you get back to your right screen?
Possibly. I'm trying to see if I can or not. I don't. The sources are out here, but I can't seem to get to it. I don't know. I see myself, but I can't get to that picture for some reason.
Yeah.
But see, like I say, we're not switching anything upstream because of these kinds of issues.
Well, like I said, I can bring my computer and I can do it on my Blackmagic software and send that to you. It's just an extra thing I got to bring and operate. But it's simple enough.
All right, you're not seeing me in the corner, are you?
Now,
Yeah.
I still see the grass. Yeah, I can change the slide, no problem. All I got to do is drag the order. But let's see, if I click on, now if I click on camera, I get an inset down at the bottom of the overlay window.
Are you talking about what I'm feeding, or are you talking about what you're feeding?
I'm talking about what I'm feeding.
Okay,
I'm
but
changing things about what I'm feeding.
right, but now we have two things going, and neither one of us knows what we're talking about. So I don't know who you're referring to, and you don't know who I'm referring to. So
I'm referring to the software. Okay, that'll go away. Anyway, I'm going to play around with that.
yeah, I can't get back to the screen. I'm only able to see that
I
thing
know, that's the problem
now.
I have.
I
There must
gotta-
be a way.
I think what you do is, what I've done there is just click back. You should have see that come up in just a second, I think, once the delay is done.
Uh,
Yeah, if I'm not back up, then we're not getting me.
yeah, not yet. Don't see anything.
Yeah, our delay is increasing, but that's not uncommon.
I have.
Yeah, if I'm not back up, then we're not getting me. Yeah, you're seeing me. I'm in the middle of the screen now, but you may
Yeah,
not.
I was able to figure that out, but
But I hate that.
Yeah,
This is.
that's an inset.
That's not uncommon.
I know.
It's an overlay.
Yeah, if I'm not back up, yeah, you're seeing me. I'm in the middle of the screen now, but
Yeah.
you may
I
not.
was able to figure that out.
I hate that. This
That's
is.
probably some simple thing, but
Of course it is. It's always some simple thing. Oh god.
well, you don't have to solve it right now. Play with
Now we'll mess with it this afternoon, but we're up and we're working. I just wanted to show you that. That was my only thing. I've got to run over to another church to get some lighting work done over there, and then I'll join you. I'll come back home. I want to get a shower before I head over to do after I work it.
Okay.
It's always something simple. Exactly. So at any rate, we'll get it done.
Yeah, I'll just bring a bunch of this stuff and do I need to bring an HDMI camera?
No, because we have we have everything there. I can come out HDMI if I have to out of the switcher. I know it's just you don't want to be using HDMI for streaming. Everybody will tell you that. I mean, you can. Technically, it works, but you know your HDMI connections. You plug them into your TV, and they work perfectly for 5 months, and then one day your HDMI cable goes bad, and there's no explanation for it. That's why you don't want to use HDMI. You plug in an SDI cable, come back 5 years later, it still works.
Okay.
So I'll have plenty of SDI. We can convert your HDMI. You don't have an SDI monitor for viewing, do you?
Well, I bought a record that the Blackmagic 7-inch.
Oh, the
I think I'm going to use that as my monitor.
As the 4K version of that?
No, it's just 1080p.
Okay, so you got the 5-inch version because the 5-inch is
No, it's just 7-inch. It's 3G, 7-inch, something like that. Or no, 60. I'll bring it. You can look at it, see what it is.
You should have SDI connections on that too.
Yeah, it's still SDI in and out as well.
Yeah, I have the 7-inch 4K. They call it Video Assist 4K.
Yeah.
That's what I have. So they have a version now that's the 7-inch that is that is an HD. It's a 1080p because that's.
I think so.
I haven't seen that, but I know their new version is better than the one I have.
Several $100.
Yep, that sounds right. All right, I'm going to see if I can get this thing to switch, and then I'm headed out, and I'll talk to you later today.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, bye.